don't think that's honeymoon period.
Honeymoon phase.
It's matured. Yani opoto. It's thick.
It's like hiyo kidonda yetu amechukua tena chumvi akaiongezea juu.
If you are a genuine content creator, then go create content.
If you need help and assistance, kulia vizuri naweza kusaidia.
She's so underrated.
Yes.
So underrated. Because I feel like she deserves Oscars and Oscars and Oscars.
See, I'm here.
Oh.
Hi cousins.
Hi cousins.
Hi Makuzo.
Hi Makuzo.
There's this thing he does that anapenda kudrag vitu.
He wants the attention on him.
Yeah, he didn't want just that people are looking fine. He wanted other just.
You are looking with your other eye. Hello world, welcome to yet another episode of the Ideal Corner podcast. As usual, Lady Hawi is in the house. Kalonje is in and Ray is also in. Hey, this week has been busy, bana.
It's been hot.
It's been
fun.
hot. It's been a lot, kwanza. First of all, did you know that yesterday was the International Best Friends Day?
I did not know that yesterday was International Best Friends Day, and I'm trying to avoid pretending like I knew, so that when my best friend sees this, you know for sure. I was serious, I didn't know.
Lucky you, at least nyinyi ni watu mko na best friends.
Hauna bestie?
Mimi sijui.
Oscar.
Mimi sijui.
You don't have a best friend hata moja?
Sijui. Best friend.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean, first of all, to be a best friend to someone?
Okay. Let me use the example of me and my best friend.
Yeah.
So, my best friend, she's called Toyin. She's in Nigeria. She's Nigerian.
So it's a long distance best friend kind of thing.
That's part of it. That's part of being best friends.
Yeah.
It's somebody that you don't have to be in the same country or the same space or all up in each other's business all the time. But when you meet,
I think that makes it even much better because it's you don't have to meet this person every day.
You don't have to meet every day. No, you don't have to meet every day, but you just have that really, really deep connection that if something like goes wrong in your life, that's one person you really want to tell. If something goes right in your life, that's one person you really want to tell.
Yeah.
And also best friends are those people who, when you're kind of going off your path, off of the alignment, they come and slap you and say, where?
They take you back on track.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want a bestie.
So, mimi sijui. Sijui kama niko na bestie.
Well,
maybe you have one who just realized you have.
We can add that to the comment list. We were supposed to get Oscar's girlfriend in the comments. We're still waiting for her to show herself or to make it known.
No. They are ghosts.
Bestie.
They are ghosts. My people are ghosts.
You have ghost workers.
Not ghost workers. My people are ghosts. I have ghost girlfriends, ghost friends. Wako tu wanacheza tu hapo in the. Hiyo sasa si friend zone, hiyo ni ghost zone.
So you should just call yourself Casper, sasa.
Casper, actually.
Yeah.
Casper the friendly ghost.
Casper hiyo sasa ni hawa. Ando Casper the friendly ghost. Anyway, happy International Best Friends Day.
Big ups.
Belated to all the best friends.
Belated, please. I'm sorry.
If you forgot to wish your
I'll
best
send
friend,
you flowers.
So how will they reach Nigeria?
What do you mean? Me that have designed a whole birthday for somebody in Nigeria. No, see, you order from that side, please. You order, you make all arrangements.
I forgot the world is global.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Make a call.
Wait, do you have a best friend?
Yeah, I do have a bestie.
Hey.
Let me, anaitwa Insnabel.
Yeah?
Insnabel.
Insnabel.
Yeah,
Shout out to you.
AKA Incho.
Yeah,
my bestie.
Incho.
Fairy tale.
What do you mean in a fairy
Fairy
tale?
tale.
Unakuwa na fairy tale aje?
Ulikuwa naitwaje wale marafiki wako wenye walikuwa you just
imaginary friends.
Huo wako anakaa imaginary.
Anaitwa Insnabel. I'll give you handles zake za Instagram and all YouTube.
Naenda kumstock sasa. Nataka kuona best yako ni nani.
Ni mali safi.
Link.
We need to focus.
Can connect?
We need to focus.
Insnabel Senior. Insnabel Senior.
Valeria amesema that one.
So that's my bestie from we go way back. Yeah, we've been there together and all that. Even though sikumwish though.
Na hii kitu iliwapita aje? Kwani what were you guys doing on a Sunday? What were you guys doing?
I was sleeping.
Tulikuwa tunalala. I was sleeping.
Funny, what were you up to during the weekend?
So the weekend, the
weekend.
weekend was a weekend and a half.
Yeah.
You know, we were still recovering from the previous weekend.
From the holiday.
From the holiday after holiday. Holiday after holiday.
Yeah.
So yes, this weekend, of course, we had the East African plus size.
By the way, you managed to attend that thing.
I managed. I like the fact that you said I managed to attend it. Reason being, you know, sometimes in your heart, inside your chest, you really want to attend an event, but village people and circumstances are
Negative forces.
Negative forces.
Negative forces.
Me
are dealing with you.
Me nashindwa tu. For me, I was like, it was so off for me.
Well, sema tu, you could not find between hiyo long yako ya prisons, hiyo ingine ya chef, kupata
bana. Hata
outfit.
nikwambie kama ni luku, hakuna mtu anapiganga luku kwa ipod kunishinda.
Okay, kwa ipod sawa. I thought you meant on that day.
Kwa hii nini na top, na hata hiyo siku hata pia
after umetoa nguo za Hajj, sasa umeleta Wakanda hapa.
Wakanda forever. Nakwambia na hii ningeenda huko.
Unafaa kuwa na jina ingine ya Zulu.
Na hii ningeenda huko ningeshinda hiyo kitu. Ingekuwa the East Africa plus size. But is it only for ladies ama kulikuwa pia na nini ya gents?
It's not for ladies alone. It's for anybody who just loves art, especially art when it comes to fashion.
And is chubby.
It's not about just being chubby. It's
so
about
for that day,
embracing
you can say
it.
Ilikuwa, like we embrace the chubby people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually giving them a time.
Exactly.
Giving us a time to shine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But see, you guys shine all over because mkipita tu space tu already.
We are turning heads.
Already tunawaona tu you guys are all over the room.
We know what you're trying to say. We get it and we receive it with love. We thank you. You're all over the room.
You guys are just all over the room.
You're full ground. Nigerians say, the guy full ground.
Unasikianga they own the space. How stand on a own?
Exactly.
They own that space.
Exactly. Hey. And they definitely owned that night, not just the space.
Attacking while defending, huh? I see you guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
No, but it was a beautiful event. The turnout wasn't maybe as much as previous plus size affairs. Which obviously we don't know exactly why. Maybe this one didn't have so many people. But it was full of the creme de la creme. We had amazing designers from all over. Some traveled even from Nairobi, specifically for the event.
Unasema ni kama Nairobi ni international. Some travel all the way from
No, you see, from Nairobi.
Nairobi is just here, man.
Yes, but the same way when we go to
like
Nairobi,
45 meters away.
45 minutes away.
Skia tu, watu wa 45 minutes. Sisi wengine tunapanga 7 hours.
Mimi nimeshaanza na kilometers away.
Mimi nilikuwa nangoja niambie some from sijui.
No, but even from Uganda, Tanzania, because now it's the East African. Like it's the only of its kind.
I mean, it's in the
East
name,
Africa.
so we expect East Africans to be there.
So we had a bunch of beautiful people that night. But sincerely, if there's one thing I will take out from that night, especially being on the red carpet for the time I was on the red carpet, the gentleman did not play when it came to dressing this year. Hey, ooh-wee. I almost got confused. I almost forgot.
You know, this entire week, this woman has been suffering from some ailment. I think it needs to be treated. Come on, mwanaume outside there, and you need a Hawi in your life.
Please,
boss, I'm suffering.
But
I'm suffering.
Well.
Especially number 12, wherever you are.
I'm suffering. If you're a man out there, this lady is suffering from some ailment.
Help.
I think.
She really
needs proper help.
Proper help.
Proper.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Those who know,
I understand. I understand. We have somebody, and those who do not have somebody, you are projecting your problems onto us.
No, Bana. I am speaking from experience.
Even
Ray knows. Everyone in this house knows.
What do they know?
That guy should just come. If he's coming tomorrow, in fact, he should arrive here by today. Yeah. We are suffering, boss. In fact, this long distance
so
thing,
that he can
it's
start
not
fixing
working.
Up anaanza kumfix up side.
This long distance thing, bana, it's not working for
working for Hawi.
Between my intimacy, stop passing around. So yes, that night was really, really amazing.
Yeah.
The man of the night, let me put it like that, my best dressed.
Yeah.
And I hope we'll have his picture. DJ Demore. Jeez.
Bana, with those shining.
Jeez, it wasn't about just shining. Jamaa alikuwa na glow bana. Unaona suti imepigwa pasi.
Wewe tunajua kitu ilikuwa inakusumbua bana. This lady could not focus. We
know.
No,
you know.
Give
flowers.
No, bana.
You have to give flowers where the flowers are deserved.
No, I think
my
we'll
best
just
dressed man was DJ Demore.
Tutaweka tu picha hapo and then comment section tutafanya mambo.
Umesema tu ni dressing pekee.
Dressing.
And lady.
Hey,
best lady.
Gorgeous.
Unaona manza tu na man. Suffering.
My best dressed lady. No, because the ladies also, there was such a variety. Like there were ladies who were in suits, there were ladies who were in gowns, there were ladies who were in...
Same to men. There were men who were in suits, there were men who were just casual.
No.
Anagawa ladies who are in suits.
I am an advocate for the boy child. So when boy child does something good, let me raise it up. Let me clap for it.
I think for that event we sent the wrong person for the job. Yeah, we could have sent a proper critique. This one, we won't even get the best report. Yeah, we won't get the gist. This one went there with she was a man on a mission.
Thank you. I was a man on a mission, and I saw
many hope men. Your mission was well executed.
It was well executed, of course.
Nice.
Well executed. But no, it was a beautiful night. Generally, the men really dressed so well. Like I wasn't expecting it.
We get it with the men. We get it.
No, thank you. Even MC Toll.
We get it with the men.
Also, big shout outs to MC Toll. MC Toll was looking scrumptious. And he was smelling good also on the red carpet. Do you know what it means to have that combination?
Mm-hmm.
Someone can look good and then they come next to you
smell
like...
edible.
Okay, that's a bit too much.
I hope akupita karibu na wewe because...
This one was suffering.
I'm
telling you, I got a chance to review videos of her on the red carpet. Mm-hmm. She was all over every man that was on that carpet. Just dancing.
Did you interview any female?
I did.
Only one. I only saw only one.
Which only one?
The organizer of the event.
Majority was
there were many other interviews.
Male bodies.
And imagine she didn't hug the females.
Is hugging by force.
You see?
Not by force.
This one. In fact, we failed on that event. I feel we could have sent someone like Ray to bring us proper intel, proper gist. Atuchambulie manguo one by one.
You didn't want gist that people are looking fine. You wanted other gist.
You are looking with your other eye.
Aside from the fineness, kuna these specific...
there are some things that lazima ukritik. Kuna zile tu unaangalia tu hiyo like...
You focus on the details. Apart from the fineness, vile umesema, he was looking scrumptious.
It was a fashion event. Yeah. People showed up. They were looking good, smelling good. Mm-hmm. It was an amazing night. I forgotten the name of the winner, but definitely much deserved for all the work they had put in.
She even forgotten the name of the winner. This one failed.
But she can remember the best dress.
The smell.
Even the smell.
You were not there on that red carpet.
Idealist, we are sorry we couldn't report properly on this event. But anyway, I think kitu naweza sema tu, the outcome wasn't as much as people expected it to be. But there's still room for improvement. You never know what's coming.
But yeah, it was beautiful.
This is the 9th edition.
Yeah, the 9th edition.
So you can only imagine if you've been doing this thing for like 9 years now, consecutively. Man, for people to come attend your event, it means that you have to do something different and you have to convince them, Banahi, this is a must attend. So I think that is also a challenge to the organizer of the event. Arudi drawing board akai chini angalia.
But I also think just on that point, I think also the environment of events in Kisumu is changing.
Yeah.
Like we're being exposed more and more to different types of events. Zenye now it's like everyone is looking for that next thing, that next level, that, you know, that
people
next shock factor.
Yeah. Because I believe on yesterday also Aroboy was in Kisumu, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he was at Atela.
Atela analeta guest, by the way, analeta watu.
Kabisa.
Wanajaribu.
Na water basiko tu hapo.
Wanajaribu kubadilisha the entertainment scene in Kisumu.
Which is fresh because it's right by the lake. So, you know.
Freshwater lake. Anyway, now into sad news. Have you heard about this Albert Ojwang's story?
I can't even remember exactly when information about his story started getting on my desk, but I remember, I just heard the story. I was just like, really? Like, what is becoming of our not even just our justice system. It makes you wonder security in Kenya now. Like,
that thing is not even.
Is there
security.
law?
It's
Are
like-
there
it's like-
laws? Like, what's going on?
It's like our freedom of expression. It's now
Exactly.
iko wishy-washy. Because now
Something somebody posted on
before you
X.
speak, lazima
You look at what you're saying.
what am I saying?
But
Even
you
if
see,
there are
sometimes,
facts,
sometimes you may not even, like now for his case,
Mm.
part of the information he was sharing was already public knowledge.
Mm,
You understand? It's like me reposting or retweeting something that's already
Yeah.
out there.
Mm.
It does not necessarily mean that I'm the one that sat down and constructed this thing and made sure the wedding was in such a way because I was trying to defame someone's character.
Yeah.
This is information that was already out there, and I'm just resharing it for other people to also have that information and make their own judgments on what they feel about the situation.
One funny thing is,
For me,
I've realized,
yeah.
actually, theater, it's not even about.
Ebu kwanza give us a background because me
Yeah, for
actually
those who maybe don't know the story.
nilikuwa naona tu juju until nikaona Ray started ranting about it on the WhatsApp group and I was like, hey, okay, this thing is not the way we thought it was. Things really take to a turn. So Ray, just give us a background.
So there's this guy called Albert
Yeah.
Ojwang who was arrested on Migori. In Migori,
yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
And according to the parents, according to the other sources, it said that he's a teacher in Voi who went back to Migori to say hi to the parents and all that, visitations and all that. So vile anajulikana huku nje, he's known as what people claim people wanaandika an ex internet sensation.
Yeah.
So he's a popular artist.
Yeah.
That is the artist. A popular
should we say blogger or
public figure on X.
Yeah.
So uko X, he had things to say, of which
he had his opinion.
He had his opinion.
Yeah.
Of which I feel in Kenya we have a freedom of expression.
Yeah.
So if I have an issue with you, I can just say I have an issue with you, or I have an issue with how you're doing things and all that.
Yeah.
So he had an issue with someone, or he was actually airing his views about a particular matter. And the person who you can also post something on a platform, then there's always that one Cinderella that the shoe fits in a fit vizuri.
Yeah.
So this one Cinderella, the shoe fit vizuri perfectly.
What was the tweet about?
The tweet was
just a brief. Ilikuwa kuhusu nini?
Ilikuwa about to the leadership and stuff, about this person's leadership.
Oh, yeah.
These bitty things that they're doing underground. So like
like the scandals.
Yeah, kufichua the secrets of which they've been trying to suppress it and all that. So yeah. So the Cinderella, the fit shoe perfectly, and it was like alifeel kabisa to the point ilimwingia to the point whereby angeacha slide. So I was actually feeling like it's something that imekuwa already publicly known.
Yeah.
But unaona ile yenye imeshakuwa publicly known, sasa you don't have that one person to pinpoint or put the blame on.
Yeah.
So this Cinderella, I feel we have now this one person, at least
this should be the scapegoat,
sacrificial lamb. So acha tumtumie kama
victim of circumstance.
Yes.
So let's use him as
example for others.
So I feel unjua hata kumtumia kama example is not a bad thing, but for it to reach such a point, that's not fair. Because he has a freedom of expression. He expressed himself on X. He aired out his views publicly, vizuri, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Because according to what he said, haikukuwa vibaya.
Yeah.
Like, unavile you can say, I don't like Nani, or I don't like Nani's regime, or his leadership and all that. He said it well, publicly, clearly, of which, as we said, ni kitu yenye ilijulikana already. So for it to reach a point whereby imekuguza to the point whereby you send officers to go arrest him.
All the way from Nairobi.
And transport him. How many
on a weekend?
How many kilometers? Like from where he could have been booked. Not even that.
How many counties? Walipita counties ngapi?
So many counties.
Nairobi.
And apart from that, instead of allowing, even if you wanted, like you said, even if you wanted to use this gentleman as an example, right? He could have allowed the proper judicial process to be done.
Yeah.
He is booked on whatever charges he's supposed to be booked on, or he's supposed
Charged
to be he's supposed to be sent for, like called, because it was defamation of character. But now for defamation of character, you still have to prove.
Was it defamation of character or false publication?
Now,
because I think it was.
They fall under the same
category, because
under the
there's false
same
publication, and under the false publication there's defamation of character.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's defamation of character is not something that is criminally charged. It's something that it's settled civilly. It's not criminally charged. It's something that we're supposed to come together. Like if if I went and said, Oscar's kipara is like this, and you didn't like it, you're supposed to let me know that I'm supposed to come to.
That's sexual harassment. I can take you to court.
Exactly. You're supposed to take me to court. You're not supposed to now take it to another level, and then now I'm not here anymore.
Man, that's very. It's sad.
Yeah. So
sad.
Albert was transported from Migori to Nairobi, whereby he was aliwekwa kwa cell. So kwa cell, we didn't get much of what really happened apart from leaked voice calls between him and his friends. And according to vile anaongea and what we're being told, vile alikuwa anaongea, he was just okay. Calm,
no,
nothing
you know,
really happened.
I got a chance to listen to the audio. For me, I think ni kama alikuwa, there was some panic also in his voice, because he was asking his friend like, not quote and quote, but I can say alikuwa anauliza rafiki yake, you know, this is my first time, mi sijaenda cell. How was we nini yako ilikuwa how was your experience like? And then the friend akamwambia, hey, mi hata nilipelekwa worst police station, nilienda industrial, which is even worse. So his friend was also like giving him hope, we kaa tu huko, kesho tutakuja tukuone. So sijui kakuaje. Now it's police wanasema alijipiga kichwa kwa wall.
But now, so according to the police station, they claim that Ojwang attempted to commit suicide while alone in the cell, of which they are claiming he was bumping his head on the prison walls.
Okay.
And according to me, that story doesn't add up.
Based on the autopsy, or based on how the condition of the body was, based from what the father described, he had bruises everywhere. Okay, not only that, if we're to break down the idea of somebody wanting to commit suicide, it's not something that somebody just wakes up and attempts hiyo siku. You understand? Ni kitu yenye, there must have been at least a history behind it.
There's
at
a
least
cycle.
there must have been something, some form of signs somewhere that this person was not maybe as happy as we thought he was, or what and what. There would always be a trace of something. Either he made a statement somewhere where the friend was like, by the kuna siku, he said A, B, C, D, or he's been feeling like this, or he's been having mental health challenges. There had to be some form of a background. But based on the background, there's nothing that's showing such signs. That's number one. Number two, for you to just wake up and start hitting your head on a wall, that is the way now you want to go. It's not easy. Crazy. You just think about it. Hata ukigonga mguu sahi kwa kiti, you will think twice about your life.
Yeah.
You understand? You'll be like, this pain, Z.
Hata mguu kidole, hiyo kidole ya mwisho kigonganga.
Ka pinky. Hey.
Nagonga tamu.
Yeah, so it's really it's actually quite frustrating to imagine that because this guy just made a tweet, he's like he's no longer here anymore. And the story behind it is not making sense.
Yeah. Alafu wanasema all the marks and all that were self-inflicted.
Now the OCS, there was a report from the IG.
Yeah. Itolewa leo asubuhi, it was live.
But there's something, I think there's a step they did. Let me just get that. Yeah. Police IG Kanja orders interdiction of Central Police Station OCS officers on duty when Albert Ojwang died. Any other cop found involved also. So there's that. So I don't
The
know.
press
I
statement.
mean, like, no, there's a press statement, but before that, there was
Mhm.
this order for these cops to be interdicted.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know where that will lead, but judging by the history yenye tumekuwa nayo, hopefully this one time tutapata justice, ama at least the family of Albert will get the justice.
But honestly, according to
deserve.
me,
Mhm.
how I feel it, and according to Kenya's current legal process,
Yeah.
openly I'll say I don't feel kama justice will be served.
That's why I've said hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. That's my
Let's
prayer.
hope for the first time we'll get justice.
Wacha tuone mali
Yeah.
But it's funny how now Sai, like there's no humanity. There is no humanity at all. Because I've openly, I've shared what I feel, my opinions about something, then I wake up the next morning dead.
You can't wake up because you're dead.
Oh, sorry.
No, but I get you.
People wake up the next morning only to
Yeah.
find out that I don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So
It's sad. It's sad.
It's
tough,
sad.
man.
Condolences to the
I
family.
mean, like, sasa it means sasa sahi kuongea openly, it's utakuwa
Like
unajishuku.
it actually feels like now you don't even know if you're safe. Like me, that's how I feel. By the you could crack a joke and somebody takes it in a completely wild way. Stuff happens. You could also just share your opinion and your feelings.
Knocks on your door, man.
Please.
Subaru zimepangwa nje ya
hivyo tu ndo vile.
We can't live like that.
Yeah.
We really can't live like that in Kenya.
Left for one sad thing was seeing the dad cry. An only child.
Because he followed. You can imagine following. Okay, fine. My son has been arrested. Send you. They've taken him wherever they're taking him for whatever reasons. You now as a father, of course, you're eager to get there to try and find out information of why are they detaining your son, what's going on, how is it going to be resolved, and the like. Before you even given that chance, you reach there and then they tell you that your son died.
KPL so wametufanyia ile kitu as usual.
They're greeting us.
Wamekuja kutusalimia, wameona stories are hot. Wakaamua this boy is not boys, I think we have a lady here.
It's okay. I know.
Lakini bado any boys.
I know. You see me as boys. Me pia nakubali too.
I see you as a Morio because you behave like a Morio. Me, I'm telling you. Kwanza tuweke hiyo story on pause kwanza. Anyway, we were speaking about Mamito Eunice.
Mamito is satire, and people need to understand her type of comedy.
People don't really get her jokes.
They don't. A lot of people, it's like zinapita zikipita.
Zingine sama dark humor.
Zinapita, but timing. Unajua hata kama ni comedian, timing.
But that was still the timing.
Yeah, it was the correct timing for her to make that joke, but it was also the wrong timing for her to make that joke.
But
the joke has done what it needed to do.
I feel like kuna just some specific figures while it take the joke vibaya, so like wakachachisha. Like
it didn't have to be that serious.
Like creating a mountain from an anthill. Like ni kitu tu, like it was a light joke.
Maybe pia alikuwa anataka tu kuspark conversations.
That's the point. The joke hit home. A joke, you'll either laugh or it will draw attention. But it has to get your reaction. You understand? So the reaction can be positive, the reaction can be negative.
Yeah.
That's what all comedians are doing uko nje. Tukiangalia hata people kama Cat Williams ana deal na watu hapo kwa stage. Nani Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle the top deals. You get on a zero chills.
Yeah, so please let's broaden our spectrum of thinking.
It's your post. Ningewasaidia kufight corruption, but sasa nafurahia niko na show ya Netflix. Damn. Yeah, na ilikuwa uncalled for kusema tu ukweli. For the critics out here.
No, but let's be real. Let's be real.
It's like yani hiyo kidonda yetu amechukua tena chumvi akaiongezea juu.
Because we know we're all feeling it.
Akarudi kwa hiyo shimo yake tena ako like, okay, wacha ningoje sasa nione reactions vile zinakam.
Relevant.
But the good thing about her ni ati hizo kitu ananifurahisha nayo hizo comments, yani msichana akosi come back
one by one,
anadeal nazo one by one, yenye imekaa mtu ni anazirudisha kila mtu anakula
by the way, you are not there. Let me just remind you. Like what's happening with the whole Mamito thing, they mentioned it during the digital content creators dialogue that we had.
Yeah,
they were like, at the end of the day, those people who are commenting negatively on your post or what and what, the algorithm is not counting those ones like,
the negative ones.
That is a comment, that is an engagement, that is a like, that is a reshare. You understand? So let her do her thing. May I get the joke anyways?
But
she's funny.
Yeah, she is.
She is
funny. Proper funny. Proper. Yeah.
And she's doing a style of comedy that not many people are able to execute. It's not easy to execute that type of comedy.
Actually, she gets content from what's around her. Like before, content yake ilikuwa the mimba period, the mimba and all that. Yeah. So actually, luckily, she gave birth to a very nice child.
Mumono mtoto?
The face, I think, bado.
No, the face card has to be hidden.
Munajuaje ni nice.
See, babies are nice.
Babies are nice.
You have your babies. I know when they come out, they look like aliens. That's just a normal thing. Like
they're from a new
planet. Yeah, this person wasn't here before. Now they're here.
No, they're nice. Kuna wale watoto ukibadala ukizaa mtoto alafu usikia huyo ni ka cute, ndio tu wenyewe hapo. Bro hapo muuma nje kidogo.
Siko hivyo.
Ati ni ka cute.
Kama uliambiwa ni ka cute.
But kuna wale ni ka cute.
Kuna those that can give you baby fever.
Ukishasikia tu statement ni ka cute. Ni ka cute.
Me when I'm out, I have to tell some babies, don't look at me. Musiniangalie, please. Baby fever, staki. Stay there.
Tunajua kitu nakusumbua. Well, we know what you are suffering from.
But we are actually hopefully, we are hopeful.
I hope huo jamaa atafanya kazi mzuri. Please, don't go back when you've not done the deed. That needs to be done.
Yeah, I hope people advocate.
Actually, Lady Hawi anapewa 1 week off.
But then niko 1 week off.
You deserve it, man.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next week.
Your service
let the mechanic do
service
the mechanical work.
Hey, ametutesa.
Po, sawa.
Anyway, have you come across the trailer ya hiyo movie yao yenye alikuwa anasema?
Yeah, I have come across the trailer.
It's called Beshti, si ndio? Mabeshti.
Ni Inside Job. I think ni Inside
Job.
Yeah.
It's called Inside Job.
Yeah.
Ni Mabeshti wewe, what do you mean?
Kwani mimi nilikuwa naona nini? Nimeona ni Inside Job starring Jackie Vike.
For sure.
Walai.
Bona
kwani other lines. Mimi kwa hii nyumba tu mimi ndo najua nini. Hiyo movie inaitwa Inside Job.
Mabeshti o'clock. But hata hashtags zinasema tu Mabeshti o'clock. Yeah. Inside Job Mabeshti.
Yeah, Inside Job. You guys get your facts right.
But I'm really waiting for that show.
Bro, yo trailer ni hatari.
Inakafiti. Combination ya Mamito and Jackie.
I also think something that is nice, and the reason why there's that excitement about it. There's the excitement of, oh my gosh, yes, our people, woo, Netflix type of thing.
Yeah.
But the fact that these two have been doing their thing together with those weird content they used to do, you understand? I kind of feel like God was preparing them for this moment through hizo two skits they were doing za ujinga yenye. Now they have such chemistry that anytime you just see their face, unajua tu unaenda kucheka.
Ni kama tu this kama tu vile tunasema unasa Jackie and Mamito is the same way when you see American shows as long as you see Kevin Hart and The Rock, just unajua tu that is
you know what to expect.
Hiyo ni duo flani tu hapo.
Konga hatari.
Hey, but I'm really happy for them. Au ndo nasema they are now genuine content creators.
Speaking of content creators, umeona hiyo nini? Banned by the Betting Controls and Licensing Board.
Kuna wenye wanasafa.
Kuna wenye wataumia proper.
Kuna wenye wanasafa.
Kuna wenye wataumia. Man. Kama kuna mwingine, like for example, Mulamwa, what was the last skit uliona yake alifanya?
Ata sijui to classify under he's a content creator. Because
you first have to convince Ray Kwanza that he's a content creator.
Because the one person is a content creator is Jackie and Mamito. 2 people actually. Jackie, genuine content. Because the content flows. Flacco is also a good content creator.
Crazy Kana pia.
So for Mulamwa ako kwa content creator ama ni influencer?
He's somewhere there.
Because kama ni content creator, sijaona the content. If he's an influencer, what is he influencing?
Mulamwa alikuwa na create skits yo period yenye I think it was COVID yenye alikuwa anavaa shati fulani yenye ulikuwa namwona and then ikafika point yenye Kenyans wakamtusi proper jamaa sijui alitongwa na depression or something.
I think that's why ajaifika
akachoma hiyo shati. Alichoma tena
allegedly
alichoma. There's a video akichoma hiyo shati.
Yani it was that serious.
It was that serious. Sijui watu walikuwa nasema kichwa yake inakaa 5 bob and vitu kaa hizo. I think
mtu mwingine akisema inakaa big G.
Yeah, imeumwa side moja.
Why?
Nini wabaya man.
Kwa hash kwa inje.
But one funny thing is anachukulianga kila kitu kwa raw. Like aneka kila kitu kwa raw.
Anafaa kuweka tu kwa lungs.
Almost half of the industry. People who anafaa he's supposed to be looking up to.
Hey bro, lakini Kenyans out here are not laughing. Fanya tu upuzi moja.
Hey, we are gonna deal with you.
You know Sabato.
Yes, I
Sabato,
saw the old clips.
all of a sudden video imetokea tu akifanya sijui nini. And then it's like people watu wana watch.
Of course.
Bako wanajua umse it took him like 3 days sasa atoi content. It's like badana
he was still digesting.
And I'm like hii video kwani ilitoka wapi? Is this even me?
That's one of the challenges of being very vocal about certain people. Be ready. They say when you're pointing one finger, 4 are pointing back at you. So if you point that one, be ready.
Me kitu mi usema when you're critiquing, you are to pia wewe point yako itafika.
Of course.
Because it's not like people are just sitting there kuna watu wanafanya wako deep seek wanafanya research yao moja hatari
and they have intel information again hapo you're like how did they get to know all this?
You end up seeing a picture of yourself that you don't even remember taking. When do you pick your picture? But ukumbuki. Msa anatoa tu kwa archives. When it's time.
Inatolewa tu mahali.
Alafu kuna they have specific times they inatolewa kwa archives.
It's like wanajua.
It's like some guys are just waiting.
This is the
they're
right
just waiting. Okay. The head has gotten bigger than usual. Yo big G kuna venye imeblowiwa.
They end up now blocking everyone. And I'm like, why are you blocking everyone?
But really, I think it's high time. Hata kama watu waka against hiyo kitu ya BCLB, I think what people wakai tu chini waangalie vile wanaweza control because betting is a menace in this country.
Yeah, and it's also one of the things that makes you realize even like as content creators, don't always over rely on one particular source. When you're so reliant on one particular source, your source ikiamua that it may left the group.
Your topic is zimo tu.
It makes it very hard
diversified.
Unarudi drawing board like
because unjua like hadi ilikuwa naona comments uko chini like wanalia nini they call themselves content creators / influencers. If you are a genuine content creator, then go create content.
Yeah.
Go create content. Bona to this
it's
one.
It's not like all those are
BCLB. You're one thing.
In betting.
Asa, it's like nothing. Sasa your life has ended because wanasema kuna watu wengine that was their first gig. Now they render themselves jobless. And I'm like, look for something else to do. You're a content creator.
It's never easy to let go. Where you first made your mula. It's never easy, but you have to move on.
Yeah.
Of course. At the end of the day, lazima tu move.
The show must go on, yani.
The show has to go on.
But they should copy from Jackie and Mamito. Pure genuine content creators.
Talking about movies, still, since we've been talking about Jackie and Mamito and the movie that we're anticipating is dropping on Saturday, I believe, on the 14th.
Yeah,
on
Netflix.
It's going to be dropping. There's another series that has... Is it series or a movie? Movie that has gripped everybody over the last 4 days.
Yeah.
Attention.
Tyler Perry is doing it again. He's capturing all our attention, our hearts, our emotions, our minds. I've been told that it's very emotional, but it is on point because it has Miss Taraji P. Henson inside of it. I've not watched it yet, and I don't want spoilers. But I know you've watched it, Ray.
Yeah, I've watched it. It's wonderful.
What's the name of the movie?
Straw. Yeah, Straw.
What is it all about?
You get to see actually the challenges that Black single mothers face raising your child as a Black single mother. And I feel Tyler Perry knows his scripts. He knows what and he knows
how to pull people's emotional strings.
Kila kitu like akiandika script, he knows what to like. He knows the target audience.
Yeah.
He knows how to pull the emotional strings.
I don't know, I feel like kuna tu bombshell flani inaenda kutoka kwa movie industry soon. Do you see like kitu inafanyikia kina Didi and nini? Bro, I just have a feeling, I don't know why.
Pia kwa movies kuna ka expo inaenda kutokelezea.
Kwanza Tyler.
Tyler is just,
Kuna tu.
Tyler is an artist.
I know, but I just
very
feel like
artist.
unaona vile sahi
It's bubbling under the surface.
it is just
Okay.
You just wait for something to drop.
yeah juu kina Didi there time there kila mtu alikuwa na mention to Didi.
Yeah, Didi.
Yeah.
Kila mtu alikuwa na mention sijui R.
Yeah.
Kelly.
When they're at their peak.
Now in the movie scene ndo huyo kuna Tyler.
Mm.
Juu I don't think there's any other person apart from that guy mwenye watu hupatia nini zake.
Especially African American.
I love one good thing. He chose the perfect character to act.
Taraji
To act
P.
because Taraji P. Henson.
Cookie Lion herself.
I love. I feel she's so underrated.
Yes.
So underrated
Yeah.
because I feel she deserves Oscars and Oscars and Oscars. Because
See, I'm here.
oh,
Then dry jokes.
Dry joke style.
No, but yeah, I'll definitely check out Straws this
go watch
weekend.
it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think-
We find out what's going on. We have our emotions juggled a little
me
bit.
the movie that I was waiting for mpaka nilikuwa nasema hii lazima nione cinemas was Sinners. But sasa after watching it I was like
I've not watched it yet.
hata
would you
ninge
watch Sinners?
I've not watched it yet.
me
Reason
I was
being,
like mi
Would you
ninge
watch
waste
it?
pesa yangu
I don't like
kuenda
watching something.
cinemas.
I don't like watching something when it's at like its peak of hype.
Overhyped.
I feel like I don't enjoy movies.
Bro,
like
that movie was overhyped for nothing. Mi naweza kuambia.
You
tu
feel it was
hivyo.
overhyped,
Yeah.
but it had Michael B. Jordan inside. Unakosaje kuona mpaka
Sasa
sahi?
Michael B.
Okay,
Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan is okay. I don't feel like he's that fine. I feel like Michael B. Jordan, when you look at him like this, he's really fine. When he turns like this, yeah.
He's
no.
fine.
I think the only movie yenye huo msee aliact vizuri was Creed.
Thank you.
Creed ndo ilitoa huo msee.
Exactly.
But now this Sinners thingy, man.
So you, it doesn't sit right with you.
It's not
know that
vibing.
it doesn't sit right.
Sits left,
It was overhyped. You sit there with your dry jokes.
Dry jokes.
It was overhyped vibaya sana. Anyway, speaking of movies, and there's this guy who doesn't talk much and was detained in the US. Kaby Lane.
Lame.
Yeah, Kaby Lame was detained in the US. Like, I don't know, since Mr. Dry Mango Hair himself, Mr. Trump.
It's not dry mango, it's orange.
Hiyo kitu inakaa mango. Unaona maembe ukitoa hiyo
Inakuanga
juice
orange.
vizuri alafu
Yeah,
inabaki
we ni eta. Hiyo kitu inakuanga orange. bro.
inabaki kanyasi ingine hapo.
You can even style the nyasi.
You can style the nyasi.
So watu wa kukula mango na mastyle. But anyway,
Yeah.
he was detained for immigration violations.
Yeah.
But now people are like, okay, for somebody of his caliber, since he was one of the first top
He was
major
working-
TikTokers,
He was working with big brands.
worked with huge brands. In
Because
fact,
he's rich.
he's rich.
Shangelipa tu your $5 million.
Because according to unjua, Trump made it able for you can now access citizenship in the US by paying $5 million USD.
You can't
But
tell me-
5M also is a lot, my
Ah,
brother.
But he's
you
rich,
can't
rich.
tell
He
me
can't
Kaby
afford
Lame,
it.
You see, we
He
forget.
can't afford it.
We forget. Just because you're rich does not mean that you just spend anyhow. You understand? There's certain
You
things.
stop with that nini bana.
That
That guy
rich
has
people just-
proper. There are people who have money, and then there are people who have proper money.
Okay, he has
Yeah.
proper
Money.
money.
Proper money.
Proper
He did
money.
not want to spend his proper money on US immigration for whatever reasons.
Sasa ona
But now
aibu
look, it's
imempea.
tarnishing his reputation.
Yeah.
Because he was on his
Tarnishing
way
really?
back to Italy, home, when he was arrested at the airport. And actually, he was living alikuwa anaenda home. So ukikaa then ukuje usikie kwa the internet that Kaby was anafaa kuwa deported back to home.
Bana, what kind of
Imagine
embarrassment
Kaby.
What
has
if
So
it's
like
content?
alikuwa ati he overstayed his welcome.
What if
What
now,
was he
what
doing
if now
all
it's
the time?
content he'll be doing for us? Akifika hapo kwa airport atatufanyia. Tuangalia passport yake hapo.
akifika home.
But it's funny how he's the most followed person on TikTok. Creating content na haongei.
Hiyo ndio kitumiwa ambia watu kila siku. Mystery sells.
Yeah,
And he
it
has
does.
mastered that thing.
Yeah.
Juu anajua asipoongea watu watasikia.
For example,
So-
do you know what his voice sounds like?
No, I was actually telling you
Exactly.
asubuhi sijasikia. I've
Yeah,
never
so
heard his
you
voice.
see, there are people like you who are eager. Kuna mtu tu anafikiria one day. Wacha ni
Yeah.
watch tu content ya umse. One day.
He will
Yeah.
speak. Others
They are
actually think
hopeful.
he can't speak.
Yeah.
Actually, some actually think he's like, it's called what?
Dumb.
Deaf, dumb. Yeah, like
Yeah,
he can't speak,
he's
but
a
he
guy.
can. He can.
But I'm also eager to listen to his voice.
You see, that's why you keep on going back to his content. Mystery.
Okay.
It sells. Anyway, there's something we skipped, man. I don't know how it skipped our mind. This story, nani? Back home, Obina and
Amberey and Rapudo.
Would we really call that beef? Because I don't think it's beef. It's doing noodles beef. Like this. It's like two entanglements. Entanglements is not beef.
I feel like I'd say
PR.
Not PR per se, but clout.
Thank you.
Kuna ngoma huyu jamaa anataka release. But sasa anaona the best way ya kutoa ngoma ni after nikishafanya hizi shinani gani moja.
Sutarwako. Suit moi ndege.
Because there's no way you can tell me ati time yote Amberey Obina alikuwa anakatia Amberey, Rapuda alikuwa anajua, but they're still friends.
Yeah. Because she commented somewhere akisema, I'm glad I chose you baby over Obina. There was something that was happening.
Ama sisi ndo tume misinterpret.
I
just feel like it's giving it's giving who got the best Luo man. You understand? No, do you know why I'm saying that?
You wait for a song from Obina. That's
do you know
why
I'm saying that? It's giving who has the best Luo man. Because if you notice, like in that clique or in that circle that they tend to like, you see them interacting with each other a lot. There's Oga Obina, there's Akina Amberey and Rapudo, there's Bolo Bespoke and Mueni. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's giving those vibes of like they were kind of trying to compete who would get the girl, and then whoever got the girl. And then it's giving that thing of like, oh, now this girl was supposed to be on my show.
But let me ask you, if we are competing for a lady, we are two dudes. There's no way utaniambia just sasa you won the lady, bado mimi nita stick up around that in our engaging sijui nini. It's weird.
So you shouldn't have invited them. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not like you shouldn't have invited them. Just the point that Obina alikuwa na sijui allegedly alikuwa anataka udem na Rapudo pia anataka udem and still they are that close.
So you can still be close kwani?
No man.
But one thing is
so it was pursuit.
But they know, but wanajua kenye wanafanya. In as much as wanasema they have beef or sijui Amberey Sayame and follow Obina, they know what they're doing.
But I also feel like especially with the internet streets, a lot of people in the comment section were really praising Rapudo for the type of vibe of like in public he's defending his wife, in private they'll settle it type of thing. That could have been a very easy opportunity for him to be like, by the way, everything everything people imagine he's supposed to say because he decided to be with a lady such as Amberey who she's not like built into the normal lines that wife material, you understand? Akona makucha refu, the nyash is nyashing, mara sijui what, she goes to clubs. She goes to clubs and a host and a kunywa, you understand? It could have been a very easy route for him to be like, analewanga hivo. But he wasn't like that at all. He was like, my wife, she misbehaved. I didn't see it. But in case maybe if I review it, nikiona, I will give my apologies to Obina. So I felt like he's handling very mature. I feel like Obina's kind of dragging it. There's this thing he does that anapenda kudrag vitu.
He wants the attention on him.
Yeah, it gets dragged so much. Like hata hiyo story of Weneke kumnini maji, it was dragged for a while. So let's see how far he dragged it. Maybe there will be music at the end of the tunnel.
I know it's a ngoja ni ngoma ina drop soon. It's by Obina. Speaking of beefs, beefs, international beefs. Sasa ni Adi Trump versus
the thing goes.
I was waiting for him. Trump versus Elon.
Skiddy papa.
But hiyo kitu ilianza aje? Ilikuwa via social media ama ni nini?
Okay. To how did we get here?
Yes.
The Trump versus Elon drama.
Yeah.
So not so long ago, Trump actually called Elon a fantastic guy before the election.
Those guys were buddies. Inanikumbusha tukirudi back home period yenye was it 2013? When number one and Uhuru were close mbaya mpaka wanavaa ties are red.
My best friend.
So Trump called Elon a fantastic guy, and Elon was actually, there's a time he was wearing a hat written Trump was right about everything. So unaona tu buddies.
Bromance. The bromance was
romancing. So the drama started when Elon started criticizing one of Trump's major policy bills. Yeah, hapo ndo malibifu ilianza. Trump,
Oh.
Elon was criticizing one of Trump's major policy bills.
Do you know the policy bill?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Elon tweeted,
Yeah.
I'll quote the words, Congress is sending America into bankruptcy. Because, and he, down there, it was interest cost on US federal debt. It was in 2024, it was 1.3 trillion USD. 2023, it was 883 billion. 2022 was 719 billion.
Now, wow.
People have debt outside here.
So he said,
it's worse.
We are not alone.
Yeah. So Elon said that the congressional spending bills is a disgusting abomination and would insignificantly increase the national debt. That is now from Trump's desk.
Mr. Fantastic.
Which I think, to me, Elon was doing his work. Ndio maana alipelekwa hiyo Department of Government Efficiency.
Yeah.
So
he was doing his work, but now he was doing his work and showing his boss that brah. Hapa kuna venye. You understand?
But Trump is one person, not Trump. Elon is one person that I believe before angeenda Twitter, which he owns, X now, lazima walikana Trump chini.
Yeah.
And he shared some sense with this guy. Maybe this guy was now not seeing sense.
Definitely. They probably had those conversations behind closed doors. Definitely.
And Elon can, should I say X or tweet for days? Ule msee anaweza type hapo kwa hiyo platform yake.
It's his business. Yani he's ni kama uko kwa nyumba yake. X ni nyumba yake.
Yeah, so Elon had an issue with the new current bill.
Yeah.
So Trump didn't respond much at the start and he lay low. But eventually he clapped back. And Trump said he doesn't know what's going on with Elon and that maybe Elon got the Trump derangement syndrome because no one knew about this bill than Elon did. And now suddenly he's become hostile.
So this whole thing sounds like, you see, when a chick, you start dating a guy and then you're still in that too romantic phase. You say, oh my gosh, this guy is so kind. Oh my gosh, he opened the door for me.
It's called the honeymoon phase. Honeymoon period, yeah.
Then now you start seeing the true colors. You tell uncle, please move your glass from the table, put it in the kitchen. He tell you, shut up. It's giving that vibe. Like Trump sounds like a bitter ex. Like, no, but he understood me. Now he's saying he doesn't understand. Yet we read this thing together. We stayed up all night to Kasoma. You understand? Hey, beef.
So Trump claimed, maybe the Trump derangement syndrome and all that. Then Elon
derangement syndrome.
Yeah. So Elon clapped back by tweeting, not even those in the Congress who had to vote on the big ugly spending bill had time to read it.
So there was no time. One person is saying, you had all the time, you read it, you understood it. Another person
you know
is saying,
everything about it.
Nobody knew anything about this thing.
Even the people who voted for the bill to be signed didn't know much about it. Then Trump claps back again and says, Elon's just mad because the bill would cut the EV mandate. And the EV mandate is actually, it's what makes Tesla billions and billions of dollars.
Now Hapo.
You get it.
Hapo now makes sense. We are friends. We are buddies. Huh? We have decided that we'll put ourselves together and do some awesome shit. We do the awesome shit. You happen to win presidency because of a lot of effort that
I'm sure
was pumped in.
I'm sure Elon pumped in a lot of funds.
Then when it's now time to make policies, dude makes a policy that directly affects your core business by billions. Crazy.
Yeah, and the EV mandate is what makes Tesla billions and billions of dollars. And Trump amesema Elon alikuwa na issues because ingekata the money. And the only way, and Trump says, and the only way to save the government money was to terminate Elon's government subsidies and contracts. Amemruka ro safi.
Tough. And he yank the rug from under his feet. He's been blindsided.
Then now Elon goes and says, and claps back again, and says, without him, that Trump, without him, would have lost the election. Dems will control the House, Democrats,
Yeah.
would have controlled the House,
Mm.
and the Republicans would be 51 to 49 in the Senate. Yeah. So Elon claps back again and teases on an idea to create a new political party in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle to rival Trump.
So he wants to create his own party now.
Yeah, he teased about it.
That makes sense. You mess with my money, it's okay. Let me now mess with your office.
It's giving Wamunyoro a number one.
Yeah. So he wants
Hi,
to create
cousins.
Hi cousins.
Hi, Makuzo.
Hi, Makuzo.
Hi Kuzo. Hey.
Yeah, so he wanted to create a new political party in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle to rival Trump. Then within that drama with Elon and Trump, then Trump's ex-girlfriend jumps into the mix.
My
And
X-Files.
Ashley St. Clair tweets and says, and actually directed to Trump, she jumps into the mix and says, now a point where Elon's girlfriend tweets to Trump, let me know if you need any breakup advice.
So ngoja. Nani ametweet ex-wa Trump ama ex-wa Elon?
Ex-wa Trump.
Trump's ex-girlfriend
jumped into the mix of the
tweets.
Elon and Trump's drama and tweets, let me know if you need any breakup advice.
She was served shege. She's now telling him, because he's being served shege by Elon, that if you need help and assistance, kulia vizuri, naeza kusaidia. I know something about that.
Kanye West jumped into the mix.
Yeah, by the way, he jumped into the stuff.
Yeah.
He tweeted, what did he tweet? He tweeted something.
Akisema, oh, you guys don't break up. We loved you guys together. With the hug, with the hug emoji.
With the hugging emoji.
And laughing emojis at the end. And I'm like,
these guys could just be trolling all of us.
Yeah.
Beef yao ni ngumu.
Yes, after the drama, ikaendelea. Then now, Elon akasema hamwachi. Now, Elon came back and tweeted again. And he stated that Trump is in the Epstein files. Reason why, and that's the reason why they haven't been made public. The Epstein files haven't been made public. Because Trump, allegedly, Trump akondani.
But you know what's funny about this whole war that they're having? The fact that they're having it online, that's number one. And then Elon is the owner of X. So imagine a situation where if he really wanted to like huzima to Trump, like he just make sure dude can't post anything. I'm at frustrate to you.
He did that.
But imagine he's just allowing it.
He did that. Hamjaona?
He frustrated Trump's
Elon
page.
owns the X, right?
Yeah.
Idifika point, Trump's X account was suspended. Alafu kisoma hapo chini, your account has been suspended because you're violating X rules and regulations.
Hey, yani uko kwa nyumba yangu.
Yeah.
Fire.
Let me show you I own
the
this.
owner.
But still, he's still once like I think the suspension or whatever was done, he's still allowing dude to tweet exactly what he wants, because he could easily just be like, the editors like, monitor that account. If he posts anything crazy, delete it. I must stop it from posting. But he's allowing us to see it. So,
but if I Elon pia me, man, I could have been frustrated.
Zima yopo.
Because ilifika point yenye shares za nini Tesla zili drop by 14.2%.
The Tesla stock was actually in free fall.
Man,
it's like inaanguka tu.
Roughly $152 billion down the drain.
When you hear some of these numbers,
I also understand Elon's frustration. How is it possible that I've been with you all the step of the way?
Man.
Nimekusaidia, you've actually gotten your seat.
It's like this.
Then you want to mess with the EV mandate.
Dude was elected when? Trump. Was it last year, Ama?
Last year, I think so.
So I told you, it's like roughly a year.
And actually, he joked about it and said, Trump has like 3.5 years to rule, while for him, he has 40 plus years. Yeah.
Okay.
So, inaonyesha that Trump is not fair. I help you to gain all this, but you now want to mess with the EV mandate that you know it's making my company billions.
But why are we shocked? Do you know why I'm not shocked? If you remember Trump's days on The Apprentice, ile nyati, you're fired.
Yeah.
Hey, you're fired. Kitu kidogo, you're fired.
Dude is just a businessman.
I'm not surprised. Like, that's how he's been doing his business for so many years. You get somebody to help you do whatever you're doing.
After gain something from you, then you're trash.
Exactly.
Kick them out. They'll know who I am, yeah.
But Elon knew what he was getting himself into.
Yeah.
So we can't be also side with someone.
But
we also want the drama to continue.
Willing buyer, willing seller.
No, you guys just
birds of a feather,
you
they
guys
say
like
they
a
flock
lot of
together.
drama,
We want the gist, the full gist.
Your
I like
turn.
one thing that Lilipenda was Ashley jumping into the mix.
That was a beautiful touch.
Ashley's sisterhood is proud of you.
Man. Yeah, that was
But talking
tough.
of other beautiful, that whole relationship was beautiful until now it's becoming ugly. But in beautiful relationships, Mr. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Hey, with Tiana Taylor. Do these people not want us to breathe?
Wataachana tu.
Please.
Those are the only people who are actually giving us hope for love. Like,
Please.
Oh, wataachana
actually
tu.
All
having
of our
hope.
investment and our love focus is there.
There.
They're such a beautiful couple.
Wataachana, man.
We love love.
They're such a beautiful couple. And then recently, Tiana, surprised her boo.
Back to reality, wataachana.
Achana.
Yes, kudanganya.
Have you seen
You
the
people you're still in your nakwambia bado kwa honeymoon period.
No,
I
I don't think that's honeymoon period.
Honeymoon
love
phase.
is genuine.
It's matured.
It's-
Opoto. It is thick.
It is thick.
I still have to speak the Luo, but
Yeah.
it is thick.
Kuna.
But hiyo mapenzi ni genuine. Ni genuine.
Hivyo ndo vile mnafikiria.
Ni
That's what you guys see.
It's not about what we
Tiana
see. It's about
Taylor.
what we know. If you know where Tiana is coming from, with her whole experience from her
The
ex-husband,
divorce
But
and
then
all
why
that.
did
divorce.
mbona aliachana with the ex-husband?
that one was for the streets. He was still for the streets. Her, she was ready to, do the whole settle down, what.
I want my man and all that.
Exactly. Dude was still in the streets. Akasema, we can't live like this.
Who told you Aaron Pierre is not for the streets?
No, he's not. He's not.
That's what you guys think.
Mr.
He's
Mufasa
not-
for the streets.
I'm saying,
I
kwani-
beg your pardon.
Until you guys until mulimwona kwa Jennifer Hudson show ndo mulijua Aaron Pierre.
No.
Who knew him
No.
before? Did you know him
I knew
before?
him before.
I knew
Where
Aaron.
from where?
I knew him before.
From where?
He's British.
Man, wacheni
Alafu
kutupima akili.
one funny thing is, or one good thing is, both of them are work of art. Like the
Yani,
works
they're
of
just
art.
beautiful. Yani, have you just seen two
Fine.
beautiful people who are just
Fine.
fine?
It's like they were just
People are still
create
living. You
yourself.
people are living in a
They're
fantasy.
fine.
Yo,
Snap out of this
let us enjoy
fantasy,
that
please.
fantasy.
No, let us enjoy it. Because those guys are fine.
It will be a bitter end for you guys.
Kwanza, there's that shoot where they were wearing black.
Ooh.
Jamaa amevaa suit, yeah.
With a grayish background.
Lord have mercy.
Then Tiana had a backless dress. Lord.
And the way her body is tea.
Tea, the body's tea.
Hey,
Remember also Aaron's body's tea.
I'm trying to not think of
Salty.
that right
Me-
now. I
me-
need to
me-
focus.
Me-
But
me-
it's not fair how Aaron is like perfect. He sings, he dances.
I'm sure he's not perfect. I'm sure he has weird feet or something. There must be something just weird. He has a mole somewhere.
or he has 3 nipples like Mark
Yeah,
Wahlberg.
thank you. Maybe he has 3
lazima
nipples.
kitu moja ikuwe off.
Kitu tu
No,
kama
Anna
hiyo.
nipples tattoo.
Unajua aje?
He has posted himself on Instagram.
Asi kuna Photoshop.
shirtless.
Kuna Photoshop.
Please.
Unapatia
Ah,
Unapata
be
mse
Aaron.
ideas.
He doesn't have three nipples.
Walai, mimi sikudanganyi. Msichuke. Walai.
Aaron Pierre,
That's
that's Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Hey, alafu we join it with Tiana Taylor with that her song. Ile when she was acting in this movie for Madea. Ile Byron. You can't imagine she's the
Me-
same chick.
For me Tiana Taylor nilimjua na ile ngoma ya EA. Sijui ilikuwa inaitwa aje. You know time that lady was giving us body for days.
She's still giving body for
Body.
days.
Mpaka sahi, the body's tea.
Yeah,
The
anyway.
body's tea.
So any other gist from your end? International?
International gist. Currently, there's no gist. I think we'll wrap it up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we are actually, Msijali, I'm gonna get some more gist,
Mhm.
more drama,
Mhm.
more gossip.
I think
We discuss tuchambue
Hey,
kutoka chini mpaka juu.
come on.
I think that's it. Any word? Events, upcoming events, kwanza. Kuna that one for the Kodong clan.
Yes, Kodong Clan are coming to the city. That is on the 22nd, right? 22nd of June.
Yeah. I think 22nd.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe 22nd or 21st. Not so sure.
Then, of course, the...
Should be 21st because 22nd is on a Sunday. And then there's another one also that I saw. It's called the African Dream Tour. Comedy Culture. Itakuwa pale Dunga Hill Camp on 20th June. I think from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Yeah. Entry is free, by the way.
Sweet.
So msiseme amkuambiwa.
And as we're still talking about events, and because we know they always love to let us know mapema, that is the Chomana Art Festival. It's going to be happening on the 26th of July. Yes.
And then there's also the R&B thingy.
The old school R&B is going to be falling when in July? 7th.
Should be 7th, yeah.
July also.
Yeah. So
a lot of fun is going to be going on in Kisumu City.
If there's any other event, I think we'll tutambia watu. But so far, those are the ones we know. Yeah, we'll plug them out. Anyway, party short.
As usual, please continue to like, continue to share, continue to comment. We do see your comments, by the way. And for some of you out there, stop using corners. If you want to get to Oscar directly, just talk to me. Talk to me.
No, why talk to you? You already yourself, you're a corner.
2,000 bob per number.
Already you're a corner. Don't use that corner, man.
How is trying to get you someone?
Yes.
No, I don't want people from Hawi's end.
But I'll tasaidia Hawi. I'll help Hawi to chague. We try get you the right person.
I will get myself a recruiting team. You people, kwanza sana you.
You feel like you can't balance my taste.
Disqualified.
I have very good taste.
Yeah.
You see that taste?
Very good.
Keep it to yourself. Anyway, it's a wrap, guys.
Bye.
Bye.